Welcome to the zone. Welcome to the zone with your host Alexon Hortaleza. Today, the team has traveled all the way to Marikina to visit none other than the Clay Oven. We have a special guest today, Chef Liza Fielder.
Hi everyone. Hi Alex. Thank you so much for having me here, and it's really an honor kasi I've been following Alexon's podcast since he started nga.
Thank you,
Nakita ko
thank you.
talaga na sabi ko, wow. And when he messaged me, of course, I didn't hesitate right away. Like, sige, go ako dyan. So, thank you. Thank you so much.
So today we will be talking about food, we'll be talking about different recipes, and we'll be talking about what it takes to start your own restaurant. Nakilala ko si Chef Liza roughly around 3 years ago. It was actually a private event. She was able to prepare different types of food for my birthday, joint birthday party of my birthday and my dad's birthday. And napakasarap ng food time na yun.
Yes, that's right. So, that was the time na we first met. You know?
And to follow that up, she actually supported us in Barrio Festa. Naging influencer namin siya
Yes.
2 years ago. Was that 2
Cooking
years
show
ago?
host, something like that. Yeah, 2 years ago, before I opened the restaurant. Active ako sa Burp Central, nung kay RBH, and then as a consultant. And then also, active ako that time kasi that was the launching noong mga gourmet series. So active sa pag-promote ng gourmet series, and they wanted me to promote and something like to cook something, you know, using that ingredient. So, yung time na yun. 2 years ago, ganun.
So medyo madami na kaming partnership ni Chef
Yes.
Liza, especially pagdating sa food. Yeah. So Chef, napansin ko that the Clay Oven is a multi-cuisine restaurant.
Yes, oo.
But I'm curious, meron ka bang specific cuisine na favorite?
Okay, obviously Indian talaga, it's my favorite. But syempre, if lagi mo na siyang naaamoy niluluto, medyo, ay, iba naman gusto kong favorite. Actually, ano talaga, Indian is number 1, pero right now parang nagdadivert ako sa Japanese talaga. Kasi malinis
Japanese.
siya. Alam mo, I mean, talking about parang healthy. Alam mo yon, hindi kailangan rich, parang lagi ka naka-diet.
Pero
If
true,
you
yung mga
eat
sashimi.
Japanese, oo, 'di ba? Sushi.
Lahat nga ng cuisine ng Japanese, medyo clean yung execution
Oo.
nila, no?
Hindi ka parang overwhelmed pag kinain mo, 'di ba?
Hindi sobrang rich.
Oo,
Sobrang rich.
pag Indian kasi matik 'yan, rich 'yan, 'di ba?
Daming butter.
Tama, exactly. The masala itself, rich 'yan. May cream, may yogurt, etc. Pero super sarap. 'Di ba?
Siguro kung pipiliin din ako ng favorite cuisine ko, I'd agree. Parang medyo Japanese naman ako.
Japanese, no?
Yeah.
Lalo pag medyo health conscious ka and you know, weight conscious.
Agree.
Kasi medyo safe ka doon eh, 'di ba?
Mm. Mm.
Di ka guilty.
So, Chef, saan ba nagsimula yung passion mo pagdating sa cooking?
Ayan, okay. So that's a very good question kasi it was my father's birthday yesterday. So from my father is Kapampangan. Alam mo naman Pampanga is a melting pot of Luzon. So when people heard about, oh, you're from Pampanga, immediately, oh, masarap ka magluto, 'di ba? Kasi ganun talaga eh. So from my father talaga. I was influenced by from my father's side. So I was very young age, like 8 pa lang, he started teaching me mga Filipino
Okay.
food.
So, starting 8, you were already cooking
Oo, parang,
different
you
types
know,
of food.
he made me, he's gonna pull a chair like that habang nagluluto siya. It's gonna make me steer, you know, like yung mga ginigisa niya. And meron na akong interest sa pagluluto. So, in the
okay.
family, I mean, my sisters, they know how to cook, pero ako talaga yung literal talagang passion talaga. Like, pag meron kami mga handaan sa family, lasing na sila, ako nagluluto pa. Alam mo yon?
Okay.
Nagiinom na sila, ako nagluluto pa rin, sige lang, happy lang, you know.
So,
So, that's how it started.
matagal ka nang very excited magluto and all that. Paano naman nasimulan yung restaurant?
Ayun, okay. Well, matagal ko nang gustong magkaroon ng restaurant. Super tagal na. So I feel like it took like 10 years for me to really plan and think about if I'm ready to finally open a restaurant. So when I realized na ito na yung time ko to really start it, I already talked to my sister. And paano siya nag-start? I think nung time na after nung pandemic, doon ko na naisip na I'm just gonna wait for few more years and then I'm gonna start the restaurant na. You know? influence din, I think, ng mga clients ko na being a private chef, each time na nagluto ako for event ng mga, alam mo na, big time, like customers ko as or clients rather, sila yung nag-encourage sa akin na, your food is really good. You're Indian, say your Italian food, something like that, you're Mediterranean. Why don't you open your own restaurant?
So nag-start as a private chef, and
Oo.
throughout all of those experiences, naisipan mo
Parang
na
naisip ko
magtayo
na,
ng
oo nga, no,
restaurant.
maybe I'm ready na to open a restaurant. So, parang feeling ko, nagkaroon ako lakas ng loob noong na-expose ako with different people na talagang marunong sa pagkain because they're not just ordinary, clients, no? So, sabi ko, sige, feeling ko kaya ko na. So, that's the time na sabi ko, sige, I told my sister, let's go, let's do it.
And you started this restaurant since last September
Last year,
last
oo.
year. So, almost 1 year na.
1 year, yeah, 1 year actually. With yung opening ng restaurant,
Lampas ng
1
1
year
year.
na siya.
1 year na pala, tama.
But of course, leading to that, like months of preparation. Yun yung struggle, yun yung mahirap eh. Starting.
Yung starting the
Paano ka
menu,
mag-start?
saan mo
Oo.
siya gagawin,
Yes.
anong cuisine,
Tama,
anong
oo.
branding.
'Di ba? Pag na-open mo na yun grand opening, and what's next? Pero before that, yun yung pinakamahirap.
So the harder part is the preparation of the business.
Yes, the before you open it.
1 year lampas na, what would you share like the most struggle na experience mo on starting the restaurant?
I think more like, syempre bukod doon sa R&Ds Yun yung pinakamadugo eh. R&Ds. Kasi the R&Ds alone, it's a trial and error. No? Of course, money involved. Kasi ingredients hindi mura. No? So each time, ano bang menus ang ilalabas ko, lahat yan yung R&D mo, i-cost mo yan, etc. So that's one of the hardest. Pangalawa is yung renovation nitong place. Ang daming mistake. Sobrang hirap niyan. So I totally involved ako dyan with the design, with anong ilalagay, especially the kitchen. I was the one who designed the kitchen. So all of it, the contractor part, 'di ba? So
Okay.
that's very difficult.
So it's more of yung construction, yung challenges mo rin sa
The hiring, syempre, sobrang hirap, no? So kasi gusto mo, when it comes to hiring, talagang yung ilalagay mo na staff is yung number one is since starting ka pa lang, hindi mo kayang maglagay ng staff na sobrang maraming experience because ang requirements niyan when it comes to salary medyo malaki. So, medyo humble lang kami in the beginning, but the training part is the hardest part. Kasi since makakinuha mo, hindi naman ganun ka as a start, no? Hindi pa naman ganun ka-experience. You have to invest more naman when it comes to training, di ba? But then, madali namang natuto yung staff. So, that's already in the part na nakabukas na yung sa restaurant.
I always consider restaurant business is one of the more challenging types of business. Kasi you have service, you have like a small manufacturing already in the back.
Oo,
Nagluluto
tama,
kayo, di ba?
oo.
And also, meron din kayo parang warehouse na nag-store kayo ng different raw materials and
Tama,
pwede nag-expire.
oo. Tama. Ang
So,
dami.
very challenging. And
And the profit margin is very small. So you have to be very patient on that part. Wala pa tayo sa part na yan. Pag-uusapan. Yun yung nakakaloka.
So, tell me about the clay oven. Bakit multi-cuisine restaurant yung pinili mo?
Ayan, kasi why multi-cuisine? Kasi nga, first is, I was kinda lost kasi gusto ko talagang i-highlight ang Indian cuisine.
Okay.
And then, gusto ko ring ilabas ang aking Mediterranean. And then, given na I've been cooking for 20 years ago, I mean, masyado nang mahaba yung time ko nagluluto ako ng Filipino food. Sabi ko, gusto ko matikman nila yung aking Filipino food, no? So kaya sabi kong gano'n, o sige, multi-cuisine na lang. Which is, ang approach, medyo parang, meron bang multi-cuisine sa Philippines? Meron nga ba? Parang wala eh.
Parang buffet lang inaalala ko.
Oo, buffet lang. So, na-appreciate nila. Like for example, in the long table, iba-iba sila ng kinakain.
So, chef, what are the advantages of the clay oven versus some of your competition here in the area?
Okay, so for me, advantage ni clay oven is since multi-cuisine siya, families can gather here and order different types of cuisine. Because we have a lot to offer. The Indian, Mediterranean, Filipino, and Western. So parang it's a one-stop.
So if you're a family that likes different types of cuisines, magkakaiba kayo magkapatid at parents, you should visit the Clay Oven.
That's right.
For sure, may mahahanap kayong food dito na magugustuhan nyo. So chef, what are the struggles in starting an own restaurant?
I think from the start is yung concept. Starting, 'di ba? So the concept mismo, ano ba yung concept na ilalabas mo? The menus. You know, you have to like think about it. Saan mo siya ilalagay? That's very important, yung pwesto. Sinong competitors mo? That's very important. And pag dumating ka na sa point na yan, another struggle will be nahanap mo na yung pwesto mo, meron ka ng cuisine, the R&Ds. That's very one of the hardest when starting the restaurant.
I see.
No, kasi trial and error.
So it's all about the planning part, no? Yung
The planning part.
making
oo.
sure who is your target market and then what perfect product yung babagay sa kanila.
Tama. And then of course, when it comes to finances, the investment capital, as much as possible, wag kang lalayo doon sa investment capital kasi mahirap na, 'di ba? Baka 'di ba, umpisa pa lang over ka na. But in any business naman, kahit maglagay ka ng cap, lalagpas talaga doon So expect mo na meron pa din. So
Lagyan na
para
allowance.
sa akin, yes. Finding the right partner, of course.
Yeah,
Number one.
Tama din.
Number
Tama
one yan. Finding the right partner. With me, it so happened ang partner ko is my sister. So she relied on me in terms of the concept, the whole thing, etc. You know. And pareho ba kayo kikilos, di ba? So that's very
I
important.
agree. So, finding the right partners to fill the gaps ng weaknesses mo,
Oo.
ma-highlight lalo yung strengths mo, di ba?
Tama. Exactly.
How about, what can you recommend for those who want to start a new restaurant? Any advice na mabibigay mo sa kanila?
Number one para sa akin, yung capital. Kailangan magkano ba yung kaya mong ikapital para sa negosyo mo? Kasi depende yan Family restaurant ba siya? Casual restaurant? Or fine dining? Siyempre, mas mahal yun pag fine dining. Pangalawa, partner mo. No, sinong partner mo dyan? Are you both like have the means or capacity to, pag nag-start na si restaurant, kaya nyo bang ituloy-tuloy, etc. No? A lot of things. Pangatlo, knowledge. This is very important. No? It could be one of you is a chef or one of you is very good, say, in marketing or business management mismo. No? I mean, yung tatlong bagay na yan, very important na is talagang i-consider mo before you start the restaurant.
Chef, how do you deal naman with bad reviews? Kasi ngayon, uso na yung social media, ang dami nagko-comment. Anong ginagawa niyo?
Ayan, yun nga medyo nakakatakot yung part na yun. Pero para sa akin we take it in a positive way. Like ako mismo, admin ako talaga ng Google namin. Ako kagad nakakabasa ng mga bad reviews. I use it as my way of improving more in service, quality of the food, a lot of this. So immediately if they review a certain food na medyo negative, nire-raise ko kagad sa kitchen and sa staff. Kung medyo sa service part naman, nire-raise ko kagad sa kanila. Ay na-address ko kagad. Hindi ko pinatatagal. Because that's very important. You cannot please everyone. That's for sure. And those are very important. 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. Very important to improve your...
Tama yung mindset, chef. Kukunin mo yung criticism, gagawin mo na lang siyang positive.
Yes.
I-improve mo yung food.
Improve na lang. Because it's very important kasi hindi naman lahat pare-pareho sila ng gusto. Like, yung iba siguro sobrang taas talaga ng standard nila or something. Yung iba naman, hindi lang nila nagustuhan yung lasa ng pagkain. Maybe may nakainan sila na mas masarap, no? So, para sa akin, everything is positive.
I see. So, chef, how important is it to work with people you get along with?
Ayan. Yung question na yan, very important. Kasi talaga ina-apply ko yan in real life business ko. I love this quote and this really applies right now sa kung anong with my business. So Richard Branson said, take care of your employees and your employees will take care of your business. No? Para sa akin, it's very important that you have a good relationship with your employees. Kasi if your employees, they're happy working for you, it will show. The way they cook, for the back of the house, the way they serve, for front of the house. Pag toxic yung mismong owner, toxic yung mismong environment, magiging negative kagad yung vibes ng restaurant. So para sa akin, I have to take care of them. And for them, kahit wala ako, they will take care of my business.
That's a good quote, And naniniwala talaga ako dun. It's all about taking care of your employees and babalik din sa'yo yun, sa
Tama.
business owner.
Yes, oo.
So, chef, where do you see the Clay Oven in the next 5 years?
Andito pa rin siya sa Marikina. Diyos, mali. Joke ko lang. Where do you see the Clay Oven Prime? Okay, marami akong dream for this restaurant. I'm really working on na magkaroon ng second branch. Second branch pa lang para medyo conservative ng konti yung goals. Second branch pa lang, hopefully sa BGC. Who knows?
Chef, anong go-to meal mo pag namamadali ka?
Okay, I love stir-fried rice. So anything fried rice, gustong-gusto ko yan. Lalagyan ko lang ng shrimp or chicken. Maraming eggs, I love eating eggs kasi because of the protein. So para sa akin, fried rice.
So it's easy to make din, di ba?
Easy to make,
Parang wala
oo.
pang, ano, 10
Malasang
minutes
fried
lang ba
rice.
yan o 5 minutes
Oo,
ng
ang bilis
stir-fry,
lang,
di ba?
no? Like, and sangkainan lang, ang bilis, no? Basta maraming protein.
So chef, since malapit na yung Christmas, may ma-recommend ka bang parang easy go-to Christmas meal for the family?
Christmas meal. Para sa akin, yung mga roast pork. Para sa akin, I mean, I don't know if madali yan sa iba, pero para sa akin, roast pork, traditionally chicken, laging meron tayo kapag Christmas, di ba? So, yes, I think roast pork or chicken make it like very special para sa akin. Maybe like truffle oil para lang, mas kick siya na maging special kesa yung typical na marination lang.
I see. So chef, anong masasabi mong tips or tricks para sa mga viewers natin para lang ma-level up yung pagkain nila? Ano yung pwede nilang gawin sa dishes nila?
Ayan, okay. So, hindi ako fan kasi ng betchin, no? But to me, I always use bouillon or seasoning. Kasi for instance, sa restaurant setup kasi, nagkapakulo kami ng stocks. Pero sa house setup, home cooked meals, masasarap ang luto para sa kapag gumamit ka ng mga bouillon cubes. Say, Barrio Fiesta, I use Barrio Fiesta. Or seasoning, the tak-tak, I love that. Sometimes kahit luto na yung kanin ko, I use tak-tak.
When you say
Seasoning.
seasoning, yan yung mga,
Tak-tak, di ba? Tawag yung the tak-tak.
ano ba yan, chicken powder ba yan?
Yeah, chicken powder o bouillon, yung mga cube na ganyan. Pampalasa talaga yun. Kasi talaga namang gawa sa talagang pure talaga na ingredients. So,
Thank you, chef, supporting Barrio Festa.
all the time.
So, chef, ano yung mga secrets para makadevelop ng masarap na dish?
Okay, para sa akin, yung pagluluto, para sumarap, kailangan may passion ka talaga. Like, like gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. Kasi for me, no, there are some people talaga na they don't like cooking. Mapapansin mo talaga when you make them cook something, medyo hindi talaga masarap because it's not really what they want to do. But if you ask someone na mahilig magluto, kahit simple lang yan, bigyan mo na ingredients na napaka-onti lang, they can make it really special and masarap. It's from the heart. It has to come from your heart. Passion. Para sumarap ang pagkain.
So, talagang
Any kind.
the love for cooking.
Yes. Tama.
So, chef, marami sa mga viewers curious rin sa ganitong type of question. How can you make healthy food delicious? Kasi, yung iba, sa mga narinig ko, if you want to be healthy, kailangan lang chicken, broccoli, ito yung parang staple ng healthy food. Or maybe you can recommend on how to make that more delicious.
Ayan, okay. Sa mga gustong on a healthy side yung kanilang food, aside from just eating plain salad, you can play around, say, with the marination. Use lemon, use lots of spices. By the way, cinnamon is very good. Paprika, all of these spices are very good for your health. So use those spices. Instead of using the regular oil, use olive oil. Mediterranean way of eating healthy, di ba? They use a lot of olive oil. And of course, always dapat include mo talaga yung vegetables. No? Instead of frying it, grill it. Di ba? Instead of including the skin, for instance, the chicken, you have to remove the skin of the chicken, all of this. What else? Use more tomatoes, fresh ingredients. Stay away from yung mga ready-made na. Halimbawa, mga, what do you call that? Yung mga processed.
Processed food,
Always
fast
go for whole
food.
meal. Oo. Always go for whole food talaga. Chicken, lean cuts of beef, etc.
I agree, no, chef? Kasi may mga marinades na ngayon na low calories eh. Hindi naman ganun ka-complicated gumawa, di ba?
Exactly. Yon, yung mga go for that. Kasi, in the end, health is wealth, sabi nga nila, di ba? So, dapat, you still have to be very particular with the food that you eat.
Thank you, Chef Liza, for joining us today. Marami ako natutunan today, especially on how to start your own restaurant and how to level up all of your food and dishes. So, thank you.
You're welcome, Alex. Gaya nga ng sabi ko, I've been a fan of your Zone podcast. And nakita ko talaga, hindi ko na-expect that you're going to invite me one day. But then again, it's an honor for me to be here. And yes, I'm glad na marami ka natutunan also from my own insights. And sana maraming mga viewers na nakarelate sa mga business owners or sa mga balak pa lang magtayo ng restaurant. Yung mga insights ko or yung mga na-mention ko about it, I hope it will help you in the future.
So for the viewers, just to summarize the 4 business tips ni Chef Liza. 1 is to have capital. 2 is to have the knowledge and expertise. 3 is to find the perfect business partner. And 4 is to treat and take care of your employees. And lastly, we have one huge tip in terms of cooking. Is really to have the love for it. It really takes time, effort, and really just to try different recipes in order to be a good chef. So, Chef, before we end, we actually have a segment that you answer a question from my previous guest. So the question is, what in life gives you satisfaction?
Thank you so much, Judge, for that question. Can you repeat, please? That's a very hard question. Okay, what in life gives me satisfaction? Okay, para sa akin, no, kasi me as a very hardworking woman, which is very true, no. Sometimes for me, I have to convince myself to rest kasi I'm always like on the go. So now, para sa akin, I will be very happy pag ako nagkaroon na talaga ng balance in life. That when I say, of course, a love life, number 1, career, the business, finding balance with my health. Kasi what I noticed as well, when I've started this restaurant, medyo naging sakitin ako. So now, ang goal ko now is to magkaroon ng balance in terms of maging successful ang business, maalagaan ko yung sarili ko. I don't want to lose people in my life because sabi nila, you have to sacrifice. No, I don't want that. I don't like that because for me, I need my family. I need my loved ones. No, so para sa akin, what will bring satisfaction in my life is once na I'll be able to find balance, career, love, family, the business, spiritually and also mentally, all of this.
Parang work-life balance.
Yes.
It's all about balance, basically.
Oo.
So this time, you have to leave a question for my next guest.
Okay. My question for the next guest will be, what sacrifices you've made in your life to be able to reach your position where you are now?
Oh, wow. That's such a good question for the next guest.
Parang Miss Universe lalo yun. Lagot siya, kailangan galingan niya sagot niya.
So, Chef, maybe you want to plug in any of your socials or any event you have in your restaurant?
Ayan, okay. For the restaurant, you can follow our page on Facebook. We have TikTok, we have Instagram as well. And soon we will be launching our e-commerce website. Also, this coming December 16 until December 31, we will have limited festive menu. So this for the Christmas season. So maglalabas ako ng bagong menu specifically for those special days. No? I'd like to invite everyone, please come and visit our restaurant. It's in Marikina Heights, and we have the multi-cuisine, and especially this coming Christmas season, we will have lots of really great thing to offer for you.
Thank you again, Chef Liza, for joining us. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Alexon!
For the viewers, please like and subscribe below, and happy holidays. See you next year.
Bye!